fragile like a flower.
Fragile like a bomb. Hello, and welcome to episode 34 of Like a Bomb podcast. I'm Bailey,
I'm Jill, her mom.
and your watch is doing things?
A telemarketer was calling me, so my
Bad
watch and my
timing.
phone was going crazy. So
Oh, they
yeah,
timed it wrong, or I
yeah.
timed it wrong. But if you're new here, mother-daughter duo talk about different stories about women, like unique experiences from a women's point of view. We each surprise each other with a new story every week, and we also do a little rundown of our lives before. So if YouTube and Spotify, I don't think Spotify does it, you can click because a lot of people are like, I don't want to hear their updates, and then don't listen. You can click to the stories. There are timestamps usually. Go forward at least like 10 minutes usually, because we usually talk for at least 10 minutes.
But today we may just be completely spaced out and not know anything to say.
Well, we haven't. It's the first episode of 2026.
Yes, it
We
is.
haven't had an episode in a month because holidays. Hopefully, everyone had a good holiday break. Wrapping up, and now we have to all go back to school and work and pretend to be real people again. Sadly, yeah.
I'm not ready for that yet. I have to put on real clothes. Ugh.
Same. I have to actually put on a bra again.
Okay, well, I generally leave the house at least once a day, so there generally is a bra at some point in my day.
No.
But
And also, it's baggy clothes or just comfy clothes. I don't still necessarily need one. But work, I feel I need to. Um, but on that note, it's going into our third calendar year. We started in 2024.
Good.
We've been doing this for a
Wow.
year and a half, and the
I
cats are being gremlins.
yes, my headphones weren't being acknowledged by the system, so I'm not doing headphones, and I'm on a different computer than I have been in a while. So who knows how this is going to play out? But Brody's being insane today. Or just now, I don't know what's happening with him, so he is crazy, he's dragging down his brother, so you will probably hear
And
them.
Finn was just chilling. He's just like, I want to
I
sit in the
know.
chair.
He was just
I'll
happy in the
watch mommy
background.
do her thing.
Yep, and the kittens are on the other side of the house, so unless there's a major debacle that my grandmother your grandmother, my mother, wakes up to, because they're on her side of the house. Because we have kittens that we rescued a few weeks ago?
It's been a
After Thanksgiving.
month.
Sometime after Thanksgiving, but I feel like we're getting close to a month, yes.
Yeah, I think it's been a month. You got them like the beginning of December when that cold front moved in.
So
You let the door open and they went, what was this?
heat, and they've got food.
Food, they have water, they have a cozy couch that they sleep in under. I don't know how they do it.
I don't know how to do it either, but they're messing up all the movies that are on the back of it. Yeah, it's a whole mess. But
Not the
they're cute.
VHSs.
They're cute. And they're Periwinkle and Flint. And yes, I know I have a Finn and a Flint, but that's the name that he acknowledges.
Yeah, because we only learned that voidling is a boy. We haven't learned the sex of the other cat.
No, they're still warming up. They are kittens from all the feral cats that are outside of my house.
Well, I wouldn't say all. These are litter mates.
Yes, they're brothers, sisters, siblings.
I don't think they're sisters unless we know there's something new information about Flint.
Oh, sorry. Okay, one might be a sister, but the other one's a boy. So
Yes, we have a little unknown, gray tabby,
and
kind of
another
like
black.
Mister with like a brown and gray.
Yeah, just not. I mean, he's about the same. Mister didn't get fat until later, so
No, but Mister was also more gray as a kitten.
yes, he was a tiny little thing.
Yes, he was so tiny, much tinier than this one.
Yeah, well,
Little
they
periwinkle.
yeah, my little monsters. And
Yes.
the only other update I have is the ghost in the hoppy pot.
Yeah, I was like, oh, maybe something about the cat, so I made sure to like have Lucas and Nikki watch it, and I'm like, oh, I thought it was gonna be the kitten, and they're
No.
like, oh, that is weird.
Yeah, I tried rolling it a couple of different ways to see if it would do it itself. It was no way. But like we hear all the noises
Mhm,
And usually we still haven't been able to find anything that is the banging or the dropping or the whatever we hear. Finn was, like, blocking the stairs, wouldn't even let me downstairs. I finally got downstairs, and I'm looking through and everything, and I was like, "That would not be sitting like that because it was drying, and I remember putting it here, and it's been there since this morning,
mhm.
and now it's sitting like that and facing the opposite direction. That doesn't even make sense." So, I'm just glad we've caught one of the things that made the sound.
Yeah, I should have made a cup of tea this morning. I got new tea for Christmas in my stocking.
Oh. Oh.
Well, then perfect, sitting here drinking a nice warm cup of tea while, chatting.
Yeah, my coffee's downstairs because that's
Oh,
2 cups for them to knock over.
yeah, that would be bad, the cat's knocking that over. I at least have A, no cat. B, the worst thing ruined would be a keyboard, maybe? Since I have
Yeah.
a desktop and my tower is over out of the way.
Well, I have demon children that are running around right now.
If you
Yep,
have a demon
here they
child right
go.
now, cause he's being crazy. Yeah, Brody's doing craziness.
Now Finn's trying to hide over here with my feet. He goes for my feet, Finn. What do you think this is gonna make you safe?
He's gonna get bit. Oh no, what happened? Oh, I just saw him zoom. Is he at the zoomies?
Yeah, I think he's getting there, but Finn doesn't have the zoom he doesn't ever get the zoomies. He only gets chased around when Brody gets them.
So
So
Finn's like, "Please, mom, help! Help! Help!
yep,
Please!"
Ben was at my feet hiding, and then he thought he could escape just now, and Birdie attacked him out the door.
Brothers.
So, yeah, you're gonna hear weird sounds, and Brody's usually doesn't talk, so if Brody talks, then we should be concerned.
I see. So he talks when he gets the zoomies and when he desperately needs something.
Yes, when it's, "Mommy, pick me up, I can't reach this," or, "Mommy, how do I get this? I need that bird that's outside."
Like the ladybugs when we were there last.
He barks. So, who knows how this is gonna play out. Good luck, world.
Ugh,
Yeah, I don't have
I
any
don't
other
know.
updates. I might go buy a car today it's yucky outside, so I don't know.
Yeah, don't like the rainy, cold.
You can't tell the windows are all blocked because I don't like lights.
Mine shows it's actually sunny today.
It's raining here. It'll have sound effects of Brody.
I don't know. I can't hear him at the moment, so that's good, I guess.
He just every now makes a couple of sounds, and I don't know where Finn is hiding, probably somewhere safe, maybe? I don't know.
Not under your feet, which is clearly not safe.
No, they're just running through here.
We'll just
Okay.
see him run up the chair and just be like, "Oh, there's a Brody." Assuming your shoulder doesn't block it.
Finn just went under my feet again. Do you think it's safe? Do you see a Brody tail? Look. W
No, I don't see Brody. Oh, I see Brody tail. Oh, there he goes.
Well, okay, world, you have seen that's my Brody, and if you saw the orange one, that's my Finn.
I don't know if we saw Finn one recording yet. He
I
think
don't
he's already ran from Brody.
probably. And Periwinkle and Flint are on the other side, and they haven't
And
let
those
me
are
pick them up.
the feral kittens that still need to be socialized.
Yeah,
They're not
so
terribly, like, obviously feral, especially
yeah.
Flint. He keeps getting up close and just flopping and showing his belly.
Yeah, he's ready. Oh, Limpy showed me his belly and wanted belly rubs the other day, and I looked at him and said, "You're a big dude with big teeth and big claws. I'm not ready for this yet. We'll get."
No, cause he is an old Tom.
Yeah, he's sweetie. He loves me and will protect me and sit right beside me, but I'm not ready to scratch his belly. He scares me a little because I don't know what
And
the
also, not
wrong.
every cat's actually down for belly rubs, even if they show their belly.
Yeah, he was, like, laying on his back and going and I'm like, "Hi, Limpy, I'll pat your head." So, yes,
Uh-huh.
I do name the cats that live in my outside because I feed them. Oh, okay. Okay,
I
you might wanna
heard the
just tell your
running.
story.
The little pet.
They're, like, going crazy in the house. Which I don't even know if headphones would help drown out
No,
all the
but that's
crazy.
just background entertainment. We have
Yeah, it's
cat 2-year-old
2.5. 3. They'll be
The 3 in
3 in
April.
April. They'll be 3 near the end of April.
We have toddlers.
Ooh, and little babies on the other side.
Yeah, you have babies.
They're, like, probably about 4 months now, but yeah. So
Mhm.
they're about the age that I got these demon monsters. Because I
I
got
thought they
them
were
when they
older than
nope,
4,
I got
but
them when
I
they were 4
guess
months. I got them when they were 4
not,
months.
'cause you got them at the beginning of August and they were April babies.
Okay, then they were more than 4 months. May, June, July, August. No, they were 4 months.
Yeah. 4 to 8. The
I
math,
have
the
to teach
tired.
I have to
Eepy
teach math
time!
in 2 days, and I have to teach systems of equations. Oh, I'm scared.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I basic math is the common joke that us calculus kids couldn't do when I was doing calculus in high school.
I
Um,
gave yeah, I gave a friend, her son has to take calculus. He starts state next week because they have a new program. The way they do things is if you are, um kids that are waitlisted or deferred have an opportunity to get it in an admission to the spring semester. So they're doing that now. That's a new thing. Yay. Um, so he wasn't accepted for the fall semester, so he went to Wake Tech for the fall, and he's accepted and gonna be starting and
okay, but also screw NC State for multiple reasons with my application. And I went
so
to a school that was more expensive, but
it was better for
easier
you. Yeah, it
in
was better.
some classes compared to what I heard about the physics at NC State for engineering. And I got a job a lot easier because there's not my industry in Raleigh.
Yes. I mean, I went to NC State, but I went there for
And I met
education.
my spouse here and all my close friends.
Yes, I got a degree.
Yeah, I know. Well, the salt and yeah.
But
But
mine
also,
is just this month was we both graduated just this in December, so yep, mine was 10
yep.
years this December that we just had.
Yeah, congrats to 10 years out of college. I haven't
Yay.
even reached 10 years out of high school yet, and knowing that that's soon is weird.
I'm 30 years out of high school.
I would hope so. I am your child.
Yeah. It's been a long time. Long, long time. Ugh,
Mhm.
my coffee's downstairs.
All right. Well,
Okay.
are you ready for my story?
As ready as I'm gonna be. The cats are not in here going crazy, so yes.
And hopefully I won't be yawning a whole bunch. We'll see now that I've probably wrote it. But so I'm going to stick with the same theme as last week. I'm going to stick with relevant people and my nose is very pink. Um Ghost Cup, yes. Ghosts all year round. Uh I am going to be talking about Millie Bobby Brown and yes, that Bon Jovi's kid.
Uh-huh.
Um
He's had a lot of scandal in the last couple years.
I wouldn't know. I don't keep up with that.
Mm. I mean, I don't keep up with it, but because I'm old, it's, what they throw in my face.
Okay. Well, I don't know. But so yes, Stranger Things did just end. I had fun with the finale party with friends. We made cute paper decorations, as I showed you, of the Demogorgons, and then the Mind Flare and the Christmas string lights and letters and everything. So because she's relevant, I feel like this would be the best time to cover her because Stranger Things is such a worldwide phenomenon. I mean, Netflix broke every time the volumes of season 5 came out, which is why we didn't watch it Christmas, New Year's Eve. But so Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi was born February 19th, 2004, and as I mentioned, she's known professionally as Millie Bobby Brown, and she is a British actress and film producer. She gained international recognition playing Eleven in the Netflix sci-fi series Stranger Things, which just finished up, barely squeaking in the end of 2025 with its finale on New Year's Eve. And she has received 2 Primetime Emmy Awards from Stranger Things. In 2018, Millie was featured in the Time 100 list of the world's most influential people and was appointed as a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador, the youngest person ever selected for this position. Which, in 2018 was 8 years ago. So, that's wild.
Yeah.
Uh, some of her other big notable films was Godzilla: King of Monsters in 2019 and its sequel, Godzilla vs. Kong in 21.
Okay.
She also started and produced the Netflix films Enola Holmes 2020, Enola Holmes 2 2022, Damsel 2024, and The Electric State 2025. So a little bit more about the little early life that we don't already know in the public domain, considering she started, yeah, as a tween in Stranger Things, so her life has been in the public ever since. So she was born in Marbella, Spain, the third of four children of British parents, Kelly and Robert Brown, and the state agent. Her middle name is Bonnie, but she changed it to Bobby when she began using a stage name because I guess it felt like it flowed better.
Well,
She was born with partial hearing loss in her left ear and gradually lost all hearing in that ear over several years. She moved back with her family to England when she was 4, settling in Bournemouth. When she was 8, the family moved to Orlando, Florida. Brown says she grew up with no money, and the financial insecurity of her upbringing has affected her relationship with money, even as an adult who gained financial success through Stranger Things. And yes, if anyone's wondering, it is very expensive to move, especially countries and continents. So, yes, no money, but the parents still did do a lot, it sounds like, and having 4 kids.
yeah, they're expensive.
But, she learned good financial things before becoming a child star. So, some of her early roles before Stranger Things, what she made her acting debut in 2013 as a guest star to the series Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, a spin off of Once Upon a Time,
There we
portraying the young Alice. And in 2014, she starred in the role of the BBC America show Intruders as Madison O'Donnell. She made guest appearances in the CBS show NCIS and Modern Family and in Grey's Anatomy. In 2016, she auditioned for Lady, I'm not even going to be able to say it necessarily right, Mormont and Game of Thrones, but didn't get the role. But then she was cast as Eleven in Stranger Things. And if you didn't know it already, she received critical praise for her performance and was nominated for the Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance by a Female Actor in a Drama Series and the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series. She then won the Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Drama Series with her co-stars and won the 43rd Saturn Award for Best Performance by a Young Actor in a Television Series. For her role as 11 in the second season of Stranger Things, she received her second nominations for a Screen Actors Guild Award and a Primetime Emmy Award in 2018. And a lot of this has to do with the fact of she was such a young actress who did better than many adults portraying so many emotions and uh like expressions of words without saying anything because her character is mostly mute in the first season. She doesn't talk much. And so she actually starred in a music video for Sigma and Birdie's single Find Me in 2016. And she has appeared in commercial advertisements for investment and financial service company Citigroup since then.
okay.
Um, and she made her modeling debut in 2017 with Calvin Klein's By Appointment campaign. In the following month, she was signed to the agency IMG Models, and she appeared in the advertisement campaign of the Italian brand Moncler in the summer 2018. She has also made appearances on the cover of Vogue. So, uh, and in 2018 present, she was chosen to voice in the Darren Aronofsky produced virtual reality experience Fears Song of Space Time. Uh, she was mentioned one of the 100 most influential people in the world by Time, becoming the youngest person to be included in the list. Additionally, she was named by Time magazine as one of the most influential teens of 2017 and 2018. And as mentioned, that same year, she became the youngest person ever appointed as the UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. And EA Games announced that Brown collaborated with Sims 4 programmers to feature and the Sims 4 Positivity Challenge.
Okay.
And also in 2018, The Hollywood Reporter ranked Brown as Hollywood's top 30 stars under age 18. So, quite a bit of things going on. So, a little bit more of her collaboration and business ventures, so just a little bit more about her. Millie launched her own cosmetics and fashion brand Florence by Mills back in August 2019. The brand has been marketed towards Gen Z teens. No surprise, as that's what she is. Was a teenager, very much still in 2019, and is Gen Z. And the products are intended to fit young people's skin. Don't know how it'd be different, but
Well,
okay.
you
Thank
don't
you.
need as much like, you should not be moisturizing and things like that because you're gonna lose the moisture in your skin, so it's gonna be here to a little, like
I guess, but it's just the way it's worded is weird.
yeah.
Um, anyways, but they later added fashion and clothing only available online and not in stores. She then collaborated with Converse called Millie by You, which launched in July 2019. This was a customizable collection featuring classic Chuck Taylor styles and designs inspired by her love for the ocean in Wales. In late 2019, she released a second Converse collaboration, also called Millie by You, that included 3 new sneakers inspired by her love of DIY crafting. She then became the face of Pandora's new Pandora Meat collection October 2019. The brand announced a 2-year partnership with Brown, who helped promote the line of customizable charms, bracelets, and earrings focused on self expression. She also hosted Pandora Me Charm Academy events in New York, London, and Shanghai to celebrate the collection. In early 2020, she collaborated with Vogue Eyewear to co design a collection of sunglasses and eyeglasses inspired by the 90s, her travels, and her personal aesthetic. Why are the 90s inspired by her? Just because Gen Z is going back to but that,
The
I
90s,
don't know.
everything comes back. The
But
90s are
also, they're also doing early 2000s.
yeah, I don't
I
know,
don't
like
I don't know.
yeah.
Key features include pastel colors, interesting shapes, and 90s retro chic materials. Some models came with unique crossbody pouch. And the most interesting recent collab is she worked with Chips Ahoy on cookies inspired by Stranger Things as part of the promo for the 5th season this last year, 2025, because it's 2026 now. Her media image is because she's predominantly appeared in streaming services like Netflix, she's been branded a stream queen.
Okay.
Because I guess while actors are often segregated based on mediums such as their film or television, they're now blurring the line more of the environment that they're in.
Okay.
So, and there's never really been a thing as a streaming actor until really Stranger Things and her. Uh, I mean, I was talking with Nona Ryder last time, just she didn't know streaming was a thing really in the same aspect. But
Yeah.
yeah, really, there's nothing that has come up that has ever been negative about Millie. She came in the public eye at age 12. Uh, the only thing negative is just people being negative towards her, such as, when she was 14, people were making inappropriate, like homophobic quotes and memes relating to her, which is not accurate. She wasn't being homophobic, and that's why she left Twitter because online bullying is still a thing.
Yeah.
And then also, there's a lot of comments now that she's been re added to the limelight a little bit more with the big season finale of Stranger Things, of just, oh, she's only in her early 20s. Why she do makeup and dress like she's in her 30s or 40s? So, let the girl be. And, don't attack with she was a child. But a little bit more of her personal life. She did, yes, leave Twitter and she went back to Instagram back in 2020. In 2021, she started dating actor Jake Bon Jovi. In April 2023, they announced their engagement and they got married in May of 2024, which is really cute because some things that was circulating around is the actor who played her scientist, not really in quotes, "dad" in Stranger Things was the officiant for her wedding.
Oh, that's cute.
And so she announced that she had taken her husband's name, which is traditional and, you know, go
Everybody
do your
chooses
thing,
their
whatever.
yeah.
They currently live in Georgia, and in August of 25, they adopted a baby girl. And her close friend and co-star, who they have discussed they're basically siblings, because I mean, they grew up on the set together and things, Noah Schnapp is her daughter's godfather.
Oh.
And as of August 2022, she's been online student at Purdue University Global studying health and human services. So that, in a nutshell, is Millie Bobby Brown or Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi, although her professional and kind of global name, as she is seen, is still Millie Bobby Brown. And there is the list of all the awards and nominations she's got also. And so, yeah, that's keeping it relevant still.
I only really know that she's married to the Bon Jovi kid.
I mean, yeah, there's also so many posts about who is it? Uh, Tony Hawk's son
Oh, yeah,
married.
and Courtney Love and Kurt Cobain's daughter
Yeah,
got married, yes, lots of posts about that.
yes,
It's like, yeah, Gen X, royalty, offspring,
yes.
yes.
It's
Yeah.
like all the 90s kids would be so happy, and it's like, okay.
I mean, as long as they're happy, I don't really care who they're
They're
married to.
bonded by similar experiences.
Yes, yes, they grew up in the yeah, but yeah. Well, cool. I didn't know anything about her except for who she was married to and that they adopted a daughter.
Yeah.
That's
I also I didn't find anything on it because I didn't look into it, but I do remember she absolutely loves animals and, has done a lot with, like, dog shelter and care or something at some point, I don't remember. Um, there's so much media on things, especially as her as a kid growing up
yeah.
in the public media. There's too much on her, no one needs that much.
No, no. Nobody needs that much information about them out there in the world. Um, okay. So again, I did the notes a while ago. Uh, we'll learn
Yes.
together. Uh, 'Cause I was at the library when you got up, which
Yeah, I woke up early.
so and I but speaking of names, I had the poor lady putting in my information, she's like, "Well, do you want both of your middle names in here?" And I was like, "You do what you gotta do." I was like, "Well, I can put them in or we can leave it, whichever one you wanna use." I'm like, "Well, I have 4 names, so you can pick whatever you want."
I never put my middle name down on anything
Well,
unless I have to,
I have 2 middle names, so I try to avoid it as much as possible.
which is fair, but you're out of the minority of people. A lot of women, when they get married, just move their
Drop it.
maiden name to their middle name
Yep,
and,
I know.
yeah, drop it. It's like,
Yeah, because I think Grammy's name I don't think she ever took back her middle name.
what was her middle name? Or I guess should we even discuss it on a public forum?
Her middle name's Kay. You gotta know her first and her last, and we don't call her by anything other than Grammy or my mom. Um,
Yeah.
so her middle name is Kay. So, um, I mean, it's not now because she has her maiden name. Because, like you
Well,
said,
yeah.
that's what most people do.
Mhm.
I didn't because I wanted to keep all my
Or
names.
just be like me, and especially in today's world of just like, I don't have to take my partner's last name,
No,
so
I
why would
did it
I?
because
That's so
your
much
name.
legal headache.
I did it because your name was already that.
Whoa.
That's the big thing, and that's why
My
it's well,
name is
like
his name for other reasons.
yeah. So I kept the married name because of your names, and eventually if I don't get remarried, I'll just change it to whatever I want it to be.
Mhm.
Middle name will be Sparkles. Okay, let's see what I have written down. Ah.
Yeah, who are you talking about, or what are you talking about today?
Uh, International Day of the Girl Child.
Oh, girl
Mhm.
child,
Yeah.
interesting.
So they if they eh, it's just the International Day of the Girl or of girls, but
Mhm.
they are differentiating saying that it is of a child, but of the female. Yeah, whatever.
But it
Anyhow,
is girls, it shouldn't denote child, just like boys supposed to denote child, but I guess
I think
derogatory and everything.
I think to keep it away from International Women's Day and saying that, like you said, derogatory, people are using it as a derogatory
"Oh, you're
term
all
for
girls." It's like,
International Women's Day. So,
yeah.
anyhow, okay. In 19 December 19th, 2011, so 14-ish years ago, United Nations General Assembly, the Revolution of 66/170 declared October 11th International Day of the Girl Child to recognize and highlight the rights and unique challenges of girls that girls face throughout the world. Girls, again, meaning under a certain age. So, this all started because, oh, by the way, if you don't know what the UN or United Nations is, it started in 1945 after World War II, pretty much to try and prevent future world wars, and promote peace. It was a global forum to discuss world issues.
They're
It's not,
definitely having an emergency meeting today.
yes, it's not like an open forum, like you can say whatever. It's there
It's
to
also just kind of a general, like, norms force of, like,
uh-huh.
shame on you, they don't
Yes.
really have any power.
Humanities of things like, so and there's 193 members of state government bodies, um, and then I saw in other places it's 195 independent nations and countries in the world.
Well, because some aren't necessarily seen as sovereign
Yes.
states.
And that's the whole differentiation there, and I got this information from the United Nations site, so, like, it's
Mm.
legit from them. So all of this started in September of 1995. I do not remember that well, sorry. No, I do. Yes. No. College? I was it yep, there we go. 30 years ago. At a World
Yeah.
Conference of Women in Beijing, China. Again, words are always hard. They convened by the United Nations. It was the fourth
Are
the
you having
fourth
a stroke?
the
Maybe a
fourth
little one?
the fourth World Conference on Women. So they had 3 before this. This is the 4th one convened by the
In
United Nations having
95.
to do with women. Okay. Is considered the most important of all 4, and it brought everything together. They discussed the other 3. More than 17,000 participants were in attendance, 6,000 government delegates, more than 4,000 non-government organization representatives, um, 4,000 media representatives. This is back in the day where there wasn't as much media because
Yeah, because the internet was not as prevalent and annoying as it
no.
is today.
No, this is right after I graduated from high school. In my senior year of high school, they took us into computer lab and said, "This is the internet." Yeah, it
Welcome.
was crazy. Um, and then it was adopted by the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Actions. It was a unanimous vote of 189 countries. So it commenced government to actively work to achieve gender equality and women's empowerment. Um, the components and goals were gender equality, women's right, or humans' rights. Hey, I've seen those t-shirts. It's a thing. Um, action plan provides governments to plan to develop national strategies and action plans. Like your country needs to stop manipulating the whole situation, mutilating women. Girls will one day get to that topic. I don't know that I will get there. Um,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
dark
know.
topics.
Um, so it's because every culture has a different way of seeing females.
Yes.
Also, there used to be more matriarchal societies than there currently are. Um,
Huh?
the accountability and review, so the framework for governments to review their progress and hold them accountable to their own commitment after this plan that they have made. And if you go into the UN site, there is 12 critical areas of concern, issues requiring actions, and there's a clickable, like, on the UN site to learn more about each area, and I'm gonna tell you the areas. Again, all of this is coming because of 1995 after they had done multiple things about women, and we're still getting to why we have a day of the girl child. So the 12 things: women in poverty, education and training of women, women in health, violence against women, which when I read this, I was like, I feel like that should be not 4. I feel like that should be. But hey,
I guess they wanted I don't know, they
poverty
wanted
does, there's like a cycle, poverty and then violent, like there is a cycle.
there's a lot of cycles.
Yes, you need to have education and training to be able to realize what you're seeing and doing is not necessarily in your best interest or humane. Anyhow,
Mhm.
I thought that was. Then there is women in armed conflict. So I tried to look and see what that really meant. It meant lots of couple of different things. Like, yes, it was partly like we were in, war. Um, women in the economy, women in power and decision making,
Flip page.
institutional mechanicisms for the advancement of women, huh, human rights of women, women in media, women in the environment, and the girl child.
Wow, the
And that is
weird
where,
girl
so
child title.
the um the UN site publication Girl Goals: What Has Changed for Girls, Adolescent Girls' Rights Over 30 Years. There is a whole article that goes through a bunch of stuff about how things have changed, what have improved, but it basically just goes through the highlights that I'm about to say. So, in case you didn't know, and this is right there on the page, like right there on the UN page, 133 million girls are out of school today. Like, not today because it's Saturday and because it's winter break for some, but because girls don't get to go to school around the world. Adolescent girls aged 15 to 19 are more likely to not be in education, employment, or training than their male peers. So, again, they don't go to school. Almost 4 in 10 adolescent girls and young women do not finish upper secondary school. And if you don't know what that is, that means high school. That doesn't mean college secondary school. That means high school, middle school and high school or secondary school. More than one third of adolescent girls and boys aged 15 to 19 consider a husband to be justified in hitting his wife under certain circumstances. Okay. The percentage of underweight adolescent girls aged 10 to 19 has only declined slightly in the last 3 decades from 10% to 8%. Girls don't, there was,
There's also the body image that doesn't help of, "You gotta be skinny, you gotta be this."
yes. So part of it is that, part of it is there's malnourished and there's
They're
poverty.
not as valued.
Yes. And if a child dies, you'd rather it be your daughter. Um, there are countries throughout the world that if your son is sick, they go to the doctor. If your daughter is sick, you do not take them. And that is culturally the belief. Um, with only 5 years remaining of the 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda, no country with data has met even half of 16 Sustainable Development Goals targeted crucial to adolescent girl well being.
Gotta love being part of one of the kids that grew up throughout this.
Yeah. Well, I
I
mean,
am part of the statistics.
yes. So we have a day for girls that nobody knew about. It's October 11th. Nobody even knew it existed. I don't know how I even came across it. I don't even remember. I think I was looking at topics or I asked AI to give me topic ideas because I couldn't think of the day, and it was one of the topics it gave me, and I was like, "Okay, what's this? This isn't a thing we have in the town."
Then we tell more people about it.
Yeah. So, there is actually a day, and I thought about waiting until we were, like, at around that time, but no, that forget
That'd
it
be
anymore.
next October.
Yeah, I'll forget. Um, but there is no acknowledge I've never seen it on all those calendars that I pull up to find out what day is, National Brownie Day. I haven't seen this day on those calendars. It'll tell me what hot dog day is or hug your cat day is, but it
Or
doesn't
waffle
tell me.
day or this or that.
Yeah, like, it doesn't tell me that. So, the UN site was actually pretty cool because there's all these clickable things, and you can go in and it'll give you, like, the legal everything, stuff that they don't always have in clean, nice language, but it is pretty concise, so it's easier to understand where if they give you all the legalities, but that was
Yeah,
nice.
because we don't speak the legal. We
Uh-uh,
need layman's terms,
no, so
please.
it was enough where I could understand it, but there was, more stuff than, like, the nice layman's terms,
Mhm.
but yeah, and go UN,
The UN can do some good things,
it it does, it tries to
but
promote
also we haven't the goals, not reached.
yeah, but, I mean, I've learned more things over the years, but there's, like, countries where I won't travel to because I am a woman and I'm a white woman at that, and I'm sure not gonna send my white redheaded daughter because holy cow, she's more expensive than I am.
I
Um,
just stand out more.
that's why you're more expensive.
Hey,
So,
also, I have a lot of tattoos, so if it's hot, I'm more likely to be standing out enough in a good way. Because, on another sad note, you're less likely to be trafficked if you have tattoos and stand out.
identifiable marks. Yes. If you're identifiable, you're not gonna be trafficked.
Both
Well,
good and bad things, but I'm
yeah,
an identifiable person.
yeah, but, I mean, it's nice because I can pick you out of a crowd because 'cause you're taller too than most, but it's
I
nice.
am
Makes
5'10".
life easier. But, so, the next October 11th, we have a day to celebrate.
Yeah, celebrate all the girls.
Yes, I might go buy a car, I need to go get my shirt. I guess Grammy's gonna sleep well, it's still kinda early. It's
Yeah,
11:30. I don't know what
yeah,
she's doing with her life.
it's vacation.
Mm, yeah, that's yeah, it's the last day for
I
weekend.
know, we have to go back to the real world.
Yeah, I don't wanna.
I
I
don't want
don't
to
want
either. Mine's better than yours.
yeah. Yeah, it's fine. So, it's a new year. We have new opportunities, which I don't really feel like it's a new year until we have our first snow that covers the ground and purifies the
Also, it's
entire earth.
winter. Why do new things when you're more likely to be depressed and sad and tired?
Yes, and it's just cold, and
It
my
is cold.
electric blanket got eaten by my cat. I mean, it still works, but I'm still
It
mad at
got
him.
chewed up by the cat.
Yeah, I'm just a little butthead. I see you thinking you're camouflaged over there. I can see you. Yeah. Punk.
Punk.
And then the little cute little guy. There's little
Oh my god,
look
little
at sweet
Finn
little Finny.
sleeping in his chair.
Yeah. He
The
already
good sweet baby who doesn't have the zoomies.
no, he doesn't usually get them. He's my mellow child, except for when he needs something, and then he does not stop talking. He talks to me a lot. So, but it's a new year, new opportunities, unless you're like me and you have to wait for the first good snow, and then it's a new year. And if you don't get a good snow, then you don't feel like you have a new year and you're stuck in the old year because it has to purify the earth, man.
Okay.
It has to happen. It's just a thing. Ugh, I don't know what I would do if I lived in a place that never got snow, ever. What am I going to do? Oh,
Mm.
I don't know. Anyhow, go do something extraordinary.